folks, good evening again, and sorry it took me all day to get to this, but I have been going over and over some of Brendan Dassey's statements to police, and I gotta tell you, these things are so thick and dense, and I get so angry when I read them that I kind of have to take little breaks here and there, so I apologize. As we said in last video, black is for Scott Taddick's 11:10 statement to police, blue is for the 11:29 statement, and green is for the 3:30 of 06 statement. Now we're going to use red for his trial transcripts. Shall we go through and spot the bullshit? Come on down. It's our new favorite game show, folks, with your host, me, Mama Phoenix. All right, so, indirect examination by Mr. Kratz. Scott starts with stating that he had gone to see his mother in the afternoon, not take the day off of fucking work. So here we have, Scotty boy with mama at the hospital in the afternoon. So where the fuck were you during the morning there, Scott? He then says that he left her and went to the woods hunting. He went to his trailer first, and then he went to the woods hunting. Wow. Repetitive much? Says he went bow hunting. And this time, though, he got out to his deer hunting stand, not at 3:15, not at 3:30, but at 3 p.m., Scotty boy was hunting. All right. Now, Kratz asks him, on your way to deer hunting, wow, Kratz, you're a fucking linguist, did you observe anybody on the roadway? He said that he saw Bobby on Highway 315, and this time it was before 3 that he saw Bobby boy. I know, it's tangled as shit, guys. I'm doing my best. If I had more than one whiteboard or a bigger one, but, you know, I got the biggest one I could find. He says he went hunting in Kewanee. Now, if anybody from Wisconsin could tell me where the fuck that is, that would be handy information. He says that at that time, he got done with hunting at 5. So the 5 o'clock statement has stayed pretty consistent. It's the times before and after that, with the exception of the 7:30, 7:45 that he gets Barb home, that stays pretty consistent. Probably because Barb would sell his ass out if anybody actually ever talked to her. 10 after 5 is when he says that he got to Barb's residence. This is the part I love, though, is when Kratz asks him, what was your relationship with Barb Janda? And he says, we were friends, I guess. Kratz asks him, were you dating at the time? And he says, yes. Well, then you're not friends, you dumbass. You're dating. He then asks Scott, do you remember about what time you got to Barb Janda's house to pick her up that night? And he tells him, which time? What do you mean? After 5? How many times did you pick up Barb that night, Scott? He says somewhere around 5:15. All right. Then they go to see his mother. Although this time at 5:15, he is asked, do you recall seeing anything at that time? He says nothing unusual that I can recall, which is funny because in one of his prior statements, he states that at that time, there was a fire burning. He then says that they went to see his mother and they left from seeing his mother at 7:30. And that he took Barb home. But this time, he says that they got to Barb's residence also at 7:30. I pose the question again, Scott. Did you fucking teleport? Did you use a wormhole? Don't panic. Fellow geeks will get what I mean. Now at 7:30, he claims that there was a fire and that the flames were 10 feet high, which is hilarious because in his November 29th of 2005 statement, they were 3 feet high. God, your depth perception sucks, Scott. How the fuck do you hunt? Following this, he went back to his house, but this time he gets to his house at 7:45. And Barb gets to his house at 8 o'clock. He keeps moving the time back by a half an hour, folks. Do you see that? Do you see this bullshit? Which is hilarious because Brendan, Blaine, and Bobby all have stated that Barb was at home for the entire night. Now, she left, he says in this statement, she left at 10:30, 11 o'clock. Pardon me, folks. My allergies are really getting to me these days. We have an indoor cat. I'm allergic to cat dander. So, as you have just seen, look at this lovely tangled web of lies of Mr. Scott Taddick. This entire case is circumstantial and suspicious. Now, why haven't the police talked to Scott Taddick's mother to verify whether or not he visited her in the hospital that day? Why haven't they checked his fucking employment records to see if he was at work that day? All right, if he can't get that one fucking very simple detail correct, it calls into question all of this, which is suspicious any fucking way. All right, folks, this is very simple. You don't change this many details when you're telling the truth. And why would you lie? I will see you guys next video. Thank you for watching.